Welcome to Lanterns Live. I'm Ralph, and I'm joined by Will Smith, the Green Lanterns podcast. Yet again, this is what this show is built for. This show is for when Green Lantern news drops, even if it's a 8-second clip, 9-second clip, or whatever it is. I'm ready to talk about it because I think this is our best look at Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. And I couldn't be more excited. Will, do you want? I'm going to pop the video on real quick. We'll watch it, and then we're going to get into it because we had a bit of a conversation on Blue Sky, and I'm like, man, if Will could come on, we can really get into this. So let's watch this. It'll be real short. So that's it. That's all we got. Well, what are your thoughts?
So obviously it's not a very long look, but I think it is significantly our best look. There were people who were able to like take a screen grab of nice high quality photos of the ring. What we had in the teaser trailer was very quick, and no matter how you tried to stop it, you didn't get a great look at it.
Yeah.
And in this, I think the bowl cut looks significantly better than what we had seen. I think the leather uniform, which I was not a fan of, absolutely looks better here. And even the ring itself looks better here, which I think is going to come down to personal taste, depending on how closely you liked the 2011 ring, because it's very similar to that.
Right. So let's break this down. First of all, I like that the jacket looks like it can't close.
Yeah.
Like he's too little. I'm not going to say out of shape because I mean clearly I'm no person to talk, but I do like that it looks like the jacket is like on top of another like it's bulky. Okay, so when we first got set leaks, picture leaks, I was like, nah, this isn't Guy Gardner. It doesn't look right. But it was set leaks, and so it wasn't really the best quality image of this. This is clearly like something that I'm assuming James Gunn, like this isn't like enough, like any sort of like anything from the movie. I think what this is a costume test. I think it's a costume fitting. I think these guys were doing like screen tests of what the costumes were going to look like. And James Gunn said action, and Nathan Fillion just pulled as many Guy Gardner faces as he could and do as many Guy Gardner things as he could for however long he needed to. And James Gunn like just cut this into just, it's so funny to me. It's so every single pose he hits seems very Guy Gardner. The little bit we got in the trailer, like we're like, well, he's got the bowl cut so good. But this is like we really get to kind of see more of like Nathan Fillion like embodying sort of the sort of a-hole nature of who Guy Gardner is. Let's talk about look at that. Like I do think okay, so I'm gonna say this. I do like the bowl cut more here than the trailer. But again, what's funny about this is it looks kind of messy, and it looks like he maybe cut his own hair.
It does look like somebody who would have attempted to cut their own hair. Because you're right, it's not lined up. It's not even. His belly is poking out a little bit from the side, but despite the belly sticking out and a terrible haircut, which is in character for Guy.
Yeah.
You look at his face and he's very smug. You can tell he's got that cocky attitude. Like, this is so in the mold of Guy. I am more.
Yeah.
I've been on record. Like, I'm not a Superman fan. I really don't have any major reason to be excited for this film other than the fact that it's new DC territory.
Yeah.
And that Guy was going to be in it. This shot of Guy, it's quick. And like you're saying, it probably 100% is something from camera testing day when people were showing up, they were trying their costumes on, and then they were just hitting a couple poses to see how they looked in the uniforms. this did more to move me to want to go watch it even more in July than this trailer did. Like, I am so
Yeah.
sold on Guy right now. But Nathan
And,
Fillion like this definitely fits Guy Gardner.
right. And I don't hate the outfit as much.
Yeah, I think it's
It's a
one of those things.
really
Also
good,
with the hair, the more you see it, the more it will kind of like grow on you.
yeah,
But even like the
yeah.
belt, the design of the lantern logo on the belt and on the
It's so
shoulders,
good.
very, very good. And then, like we were talking about with the ring, it definitely has that 2011 vibe. I couldn't get a good look to see if on the sides if it was more like that grayish.
I'm gonna bring it up. So
Yeah,
let's see. How do I do this? I'm gonna present and share screen, and then I'm going to bring up the image that you posted on Blue Sky, and we're going to go over this ring. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if you remember these things. They sent these out in 2011 as promos. I know, like, Seth Green got one and Kevin Smith got one. This used to light up. I ended up getting one. It's my battery is very weak. I need to switch it out. In the center tube here is a 2011 ring. I'm going to take off my Blackest Night ring. So looking at the shape, let me see if I can make us bigger. Let's do this. Can I'm really trying to figure this out. So I'm going to show you my ring. There it is. There's the movie version, and on the side it has this sort of lava rock formation. This is a replica. It's not like an exact replica, but the chunk, and it's got like the pox in it. Like, it's not a perfect, like, it's been worn. So there's like ridges and stuff. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but it's not smooth. Like, it's purposefully, like, the rock has been cracked and worn and stuff. So
yeah.
it's like the clear, it's the clear sort of emerald, and then a lava rock on the outside. Let's look at this again. And it looks very similar. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah, yes, I can.
Okay. So if you look right here, this definitely looks like the lava rock, and this area right here looks like the shiny gold that surrounds the center of the lantern ring.
Yeah, it looks like they kind of like just painted over that part.
So here's my thoughts. I'm two thoughts on this. Because this is a most likely taken from a costume screen test, that they just grabbed one of these and threw it on him. That's one thing I could think of. They're like, we need a ring. We haven't made them yet, but we'll use one of the 2011 ones to do this camera test. That's my first thought. Right.
And that does make sense, because when you're going to a camera test, they wouldn't have already taken like his measurements and all that to make sure that they had a ring that was going to fit his middle finger and all that. I would assume that would be part of like they'd get there, they'd size them up, somebody would go craft it at that point, but you'd still be camera testing day one.
Yeah. So there's that. Or they're like, we like those designs, which I too like the 2011 designs. I think the power battery looks cool. I think the rings look cool. And they're just like, you know what? Maybe 2011 is still canon. We don't know how any of this stuff fits in the greater, like, DC universe. I'm fine either way, because I do like these designs. I've been wanting to get one of the movie prop lanterns from the Noble collection. Like, you look on like Black Friday or something. I mean, even now you can get one for like, I think it's like $100 for, which comes with the ring also.
Yeah.
And lights up and looks awesome and has sounds. I like those designs. I really, really like those designs. So I'm like, kind of like, maybe James Gunn does too. And he's like, you know what? Of everything that came out of the 2011 film, I think the design looked good on the ring. Or they just had this old prop. I don't know. What do you think? Would you be okay if they just use those old 2011 designs?
To me, it's not the end of the world if they do, you know. And we can acknowledge that the movie didn't do like gangbusters numbers. So maybe at the DC back lot somewhere, they have a whole bunch of extra Ring merch available. And they're like, hey, an
Right.
easy way to push this stuff? Put it in the new movie. We'll clear
Yeah.
through all this. We won't have to spend so much making new ones unless
Yeah.
people like really, really like these, and we'll clear out what we have. Save the
But
money.
also I'm thinking that maybe like Nathan Fillion's cameo may be very, very small. He may be only in the movie for like 2 minutes. Because we haven't really seen anything like of him outside of the set leaks, which we saw pretty much in the trailer. Like it looked like that was all one scene where Guy's hanging out with Hawk Girl and Mr. Terrific, and I'm still speculating that is Chip. I'm gonna say Chip is in there.
I would love for that to be. There's only one
Why
scene that we saw from the set leaks that we have not seen in the trailers yet. And it's just,
in that park?
yeah, kids are running up to Superman, but it's after Guy and them have landed on the ground and they're
Yeah.
walking towards a crowd, and the kids all run past them to go hug Superman. And it looks like as Guy's walking forward, he's telling people like, please, no autographs, no autographs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being smug,
So
cocky Guy. It could
so I'm
still be a
hoping,
very, very small cameo in the grand
and if
scheme
it's
of
a
things.
small cameo and this is the kind of ring we see on his finger, it's not going to be one of those things where people like scrutinize that much. Because if he's only in there for like, a couple minutes, like why design a whole thing when you have lanterns doing their thing, probably working on their own power batteries, working on their own rings.
I
And
do
then
think it'll be different.
I think like this is perfect. This will suffice, and they'll just do that, and that's okay. So I'm kind of hoping, because I kind of want this to be like canon again. If I have a Guy Gardner ring in my possession, wonderful.
It's also
I don't have to get
possible.
another one.
One
Yeah.
of the like hopes that a lot of people have had is that because all these characters are wearing this leather Justice League International type uniform, that
Yeah.
maybe by the end of the Superman movie, they'll be trying to move away from like the Maxwell Lord Justice League International uniforms and kind of like picking
Mhm.
out their own. So maybe they start with these and they work towards the Guy look that we're more familiar with from the comics.
Right.
And maybe by then he redesigns his ring as well to look different by the end of the movie too.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. But you know what? I'm gonna say I've been waiting to see like Guy in a comics accurate outfit, but this isn't bad. I'm really
It's not.
okay. I'm okay with this. I really am. I like the jacket. I think it's funny that it is bulky. It's leather on leather. I'm still trying to see if the sleeves are connected to the inner shirt or if it is actually just a vest. You know what I mean?
I think
The way the shoulders are tucked sort of under the kind of vest, like the shoulder pads. I don't know.
it
Feels like
does
it's a vest.
from here. It looks like a biker jacket with the sleeves cut off.
Yeah.
Where if he took this off, he would still have sleeves on because it's connected to the uniform underneath. That's how it looks.
Yeah. Because if you look right on the shoulder that's closest to us, it looks like it's tucked under. That green part looked like it's tucked under. No gloves. That's fine. This feels like it's his kind of Earth part of the team costume. Because it does very much look like Hawk Girl's costume. The belt buckle looks rad. This is, I think, our best view of the belt buckle.
Yeah.
Which I'm fired up for. And the belt looks cool. It kind of looks like a Batman utility belt a little bit. So I'm wondering if Bruce Wayne has anything to do with the formation of this team.
And then on the chest, it does look like it has a J, L, and maybe like the middle is the I for the Justice League International.
Right. Yeah. All the faces he pulls, he's really hamming it up for the camera. And I think that James Gunn has been sitting on this footage for a while. And he was looking for any excuse to get it out there. And the Super Bowl, they clearly had a green screen, put a football field behind him, And God, look how awful that haircut is.
It's so awful. It's good. I
It's
also think
jagged.
I think Guy Gardner sort of saved the day today for James Gunn. I'm not sure how much you've kept up with some of the online chatter. Like I'm on a handful of
Oh,
Discords, and there was some of the trades were putting out that we were going to see new footage today during the Puppy Bowl before the Super Bowl. That
okay.
James Gunn
Oh,
did
it's
have an
crypto.
appearance with his dog, and they announced that the like MVP of it was going to be called like the crypto MVP, and they had these new banners on the bottom for Superman coming up, and it was like crypto flying around, and then one of them it said like coming up a new sneak peek of Superman, but it wasn't a new sneak peek; it was the teaser trailer again. So then
Okay.
people were tagging him like crazy, like, was this the thing you were talking about, or are we going to get some other footage today? And he never replied back to anybody, but people were kind of
Right.
like a little bit down. Not me, because it's just like, how much were
Right.
we going to see today at the Puppy Bowl of all places?
Right.
But to see that interaction, and then like, I don't know, a little bit later, not too much longer later, there was this that says the only bowl I need. It's 10-second footage, but it's so much character work for Guy in a short period of time. It to me,
Yeah.
it's like Guy has already swooped in and saved the day once for the DC universe already. Like it
Yeah.
worked out really well in the grand scheme of things.
It's so funny. Every single face he's pulling, the arrogance. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no,
That's this ring, dude. That's this ring. 100%.
and this is again because you're right. It's probably camera test day that they're doing this, and he's already put in this character day one like this before he's had more time to sit with the look, to play with the ring, mess around with his hair, read more of the script for what he is going to be doing. Like it just gives me so much more encouragement for what his performances of Guy will be like in the movie. Like I'm so ready for this now. I drop the rest of the promo stuff. Let's go.
I just want to see more Green Lantern stuff. I'm fine with more trailers. I'm sure we'll get one in the coming months, but I just want to see more Guy. And I
Yeah.
think that there's only so much they're going to be able to give us because it is there's not going to be a lot of Guy in the movie. Oh, I didn't. This is the first time I've seen his butt. I've never noticed his butt.
Yeah.
He's got the
I
green
think
stripe going up the side with the white in the back, like kind
it
of like
makes it
chaps.
funnier to me because he
Yeah,
doesn't have much butt, but he
yeah,
has some gut. And I'm not knocking
yeah,
him. I'm a guy with very much gut,
yeah.
but it just kind of gives you like that vibe of
It like
Guy. Like,
frames it,
yes, it's just the whole thing is terrific. They really knocked it out of the
dude.
park.
This shot looks like it's a vest. Look at the back. Look at his back, where the white part of the vest is. I think this is a vest.
You mean like the
Yeah,
jacket over the leather?
I think yeah, I think it's the white up his back with the green coming down and the white. I think that's actually a vest going over the regular suit. So
So it's like
kind of
a
like
biker
his
vest almost.
yeah. So it's similar. It's similar to this guy where the black sleeves are coming out from under the green vest in the toy.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense to me.
So yeah, I think so. I think it's a vest. Really, really, I mean, every face. Yeah, I think it's a vest. That's funny. And it does have a zipper on it. And there's no way he's closing that.
No, absolutely not. I just love the
Yeah.
hair, man. The hair is so good.
Yeah.
Look at how crooked that is.
He's so fired up on it. Um, dude. Yeah, it's the ring.
Yes.
It's this. I think it's this. But I'm curious to know why it's this one was chosen, if it was what they had on the day, or if they're just leaning into the 2011 style. We'll see.
I mean,
Um,
there could always
no,
be you know in today's culture it is like a cultural thing to throw one 2011 Green Lantern joke in there.
Tommy, Jesus,
I would
stop,
hope they don't.
stop. I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. And I'm just chomping at the bit to get any sort of leaked costume set photos from Lanterns, because I know they're like in the thick of it right now. Damon Lindelof posted a video. I saw it today. I don't know when it was posted. Of it was a scene from a show. I don't know what it was, but it was the dude who plays Sinestro in a dramatic scene, and I'm like, holy crap, this guy's gonna be rad. So I'm looking forward to seeing like any sort of makeup test with him as Sinestro. And when we do get any sort of images from the Lantern series, I'm looking at the rings. I'm looking at the
Oh
rings. I
yeah.
want to see if they're chunky like this, or if they're the sort of newer classic like round style. I got to be honest with you. I'm more of a fan of this style of ring. You probably have one of these or have had one of these at one point. Was the Kyle Rayner
Yeah.
plastic glow in the dark ring. Like I like this where the emblem is the majority of it and it's not within the circle.
I keep
I
this
mean,
this little one on the desk near me at all times that I like to
yeah.
show off.
Yeah, give me a chunk. Give me just the logo as the ring. And I think they really did a good job with this design. I like
But
this
I
design.
I definitely think that the actual Lantern show costume and rings will probably be very different from what we see in Superman.
We'll see. I have high hopes for Lanterns. I keep hearing things that sound weird, but at the same time, it's like you have enough people in there where it's like, I mean, if they're doing Sinestro and Hal and John, um, that's enough. That's enough for me. And especially since it's not a Green Lantern Sinestro. That's what's getting me. And then I mean, and again, even if Hal and John have the circular ring, Guy could still have this. That's how it
Yeah.
is in the comics. People have different shape rings, so go for it. And I think it's funny if he does, if you know, if Nathan Fillion is playing Guy Gardner as a joke, which is perfectly fine, and his ring of choice is the 2011 movie ring, I think that's a great inside joke. I think it's a great inside joke. It doesn't need to go beyond that. Just fans will know, like, this dude's such a clown that he's using the Ryan Reynolds ring.
Yeah.
So, I mean, dude, again, I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's a great time to be a Green Lantern fan. We have 2 Green Lantern books coming out next month: Green Lantern Corps, and then the other one, the one that I haven't been keeping up on.
I think Fractured Spectrum was just a one-off, I
It was
think.
just the one off.
I
Okay.
think so.
Again, like I need to do an intro video for this channel, letting people know, like, I'm not an expert. I'm not a Green Lantern expert. I'm just a hardcore fan. And if I say anything wrong or if I don't know something, it's the perfect opportunity for people to come into the chat, go into the comments, let me know what I got wrong, because I want to learn. Like, it doesn't, we don't have to be mean about it. Just let me
Right.
know, because like I want to know as much Green Lantern stuff as I can without like just it consuming my life. So if that is a one shot, I'll go and I'll read it, and I'll be probably do an episode on that in the near future. But as far as this show goes, and the reason why it's live is for things like this. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles on their Super Bowl win. I love that I'm able to just get a studio up and running real quick and just talk about any news that drops. And we are now in communication through text. So just if you send me something and I'm like, I want to talk about that for like a half hour, I'll go and make a studio. So what I suggest to anybody watching this, if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, but make sure you hit the bell notification, because that'll let you know when we're doing this. When there's Green Lantern news out there, like I'll try to answer the call and be online as soon as possible. So we'll let everybody know where to find you.
Yeah. So for most people right now, just the easiest spot to find me is on Blue Sky. Just type in greenlanternspodcast.com. I'll be the first result that comes up. And when you get to my page, I have sticky to the top of it a group of Green Lantern creators or people who are working on the show,
Oh,
for instance. So you can click that and you can see all those other people, and it'll give you other or lantern content creators to follow as well.
Great. That's awesome. And then you pop in usually for every new comic issue that I cover.
And
So
anytime you
I
ask me
love
to
it,
be
dude.
on,
I
I
love
work
it.
from home. I'll hop on.
Yeah. It's a blast. It's a blast. I could have done this by myself, but it's so much fun talking to you.
I feel the same way.
Because
It's one thing to do like my channel how it is, but it's so much more fun to have another person involved that you can like nerd out with.
Hey, if you ever need me for anything, let me know.
Yeah, and vice
Let me
versa.
know. I'll see if I can jump on. Yeah. So hopefully more Lantern news soon. The next time we get any sort of anything that I think's that like going to be fun to talk about, I'll be here on Lanterns Live. Thank you for everybody for joining me. Stevie, who my wife is here. Yeah, I never podcast on Sundays. It's just something that never happens. But since they dropped 3 Invincibles on Friday, we covered episode 2 of Invincible on my show, Invincipod, covering episode 3. I haven't watched episode 3 yet. We're covering that on Wednesday, and then we'll be caught up to everybody every Invincible Friday on Invincipod with my friend and co-host James. So yeah, it is weird that I started my day doing a comic podcast and ending it the same way. Well, thank you for joining me, everybody out there. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you noticed anything in this 10-second clip that we didn't mention, bring it up in the comments and let's have a conversation, or head over to Blue Sky, follow me at lanternslive.com and continue the conversation. Thank you, everybody. And until next time, beware my podcast. It's Lanterns Live. Bye.